Okay, Cutter, remember last week when we started working with some words and sorting them? Do you remember what vowel sound we were working on last week?
O.
We were. Do you remember what sound the O was making?
O.
It was making O. You say it like it was a question. Very good. It was. We call that. Do you remember what we call that kind of O? There's two kind
Long
of O.
and short.
Very good. And we were doing the long O. Do you remember what vowel teams or how we were making the O sound?
O-A, O-W, and the sneaky E one.
Very good, Cutter. I don't even know that we need to do this again this week. I thought maybe we needed to go back over it, but you seem to remember a lot. So let's go ahead and, so we had, you said O-A, so we have O-A there, and you said O-W, right? And then we have a sneaky E or magic E or vowel consonant E. So let's see, can you help me find the words that go under each of these columns? So pick one. So what word is that?
Float.
Float. And what vowel sound are you hearing?
O.
O. And what's making the O in float?
O-A.
O-A. Very good. Let's see if we can find some more. What's that word?
Show.
Show. Very good. What vowel sound are you hearing?
O.
O. And what's making the O vowel sound? The long
O-W.
vowel. Very good. Oh, I like that. You picked one from each. What word is that?
Home.
Home. And what is making the long O vowel sound?
The sneaky E one.
The sneaky E, the magic E, or the vowel consonant E. Very good. So let's keep going. Find another word and let's put it in the correct column. Say that word.
Brown.
Brown. Think about that. What are you hearing in brown?
Like the O-U sound.
Yeah, you're not hearing the O, the long O, are you? Do you remember what we called brown last week? It fell into our oddballs column, right? Because it doesn't make the long O sound. So let's move O into our oddballs column. Do you remember that we had some words that didn't make the long O? Yeah, and that was one of them, right? Okay, go for another word, dude. What is that one?
Phone.
Phone. And what vowel sound are we hearing?
The sneaky E.
The sneaky E. Very good. Keep going. What's that one?
Gold.
Gold.
Broke.
Broke.
Once.
You want to check that once? Do you hear a long O in once?
No.
No. So where does that one need to go?
In the oddballs.
In the oddballs. You got it. We'll go ahead and get those out there. What's that one?
Flow.
Flow.
Noise.
Oh.
Nose.
Nose. Very good.
Move.
Listen to that. Say that one again.
Move.
What vowel sound are you hearing in move?
Double O.
Yeah, could be. Very good.
Goat.
Goat. Very good.
Throne.
Throne.
Bowl.
Bowl.
Grown. Coach. One.
Good job.
Love. None. Done. Grow. Wove. Board.
Very good.
Soak.
Very good.
Snow. Now. Thrown.
Oh, what is that one?
Throw.
Throw. Very good.
Gone. Go.
You said it right the first time. It's
Gone.
gone. Very good. So you know that one's an oddball.
Zone.
Listen, that one's a own. Zone.
No. No.
No. Yes. Very good.
Rest.
Oh, look at that. Remember what is
Roast.
roast? Very good. Very good. So we have them all right except for we have this one right here. What word is that?
Zone.
Zone. And what do you hear in zone?
O.
Oh, you hear that long O sound. So it needs to go where?
And the E. O. The sneaky E.
The sneaky E one. Very good. And then there's one more right here. How about this one? What word is that?
Wove.
Wove. And what do you hear in wove?
The sneaky E one.
The sneaky E. So where did you put it?
And the oddballs.
Well, you did put it in the oddballs, but now where have you put it? Is that the, yeah.
In the
yeah,
OW.
very good, very good. So tell me again what vowel sound we were listening for.
O.
We were listening for O, long O, right? And we could make that long O using what?
OA, the sneaky, and OW.
Very good. Except did that rule follow for all of our words?
No.
No, we have a few that didn't. So in the OW column, what words do not make the long O sound?
Brown and no.
Look at that one again. What is that one?
No. Non.
Now.
Now.
Now, yeah. And then we had some words that were sneaky E words, but did they follow the rule of making the vowel sound long?
No.
No, they didn't. So what words do we have that are oddball?
Gone, done, none, love, one, move, once.
Very good. And we just had one OA that was an oddball that didn't make the O sound.
Bored.
Very good. Could you, if I told you, if I gave you the word goat, could you close your eyes and spell goat?
G-O-A-T.
Very good, very good. And how did you know to do that? How?
Because we have these and I saw it. And because I have goats on my farm.
Do you? Cool. What if I asked you to close your eyes and spell the word grown? Could you do that? Do you remember which column it was in?
G-R-O-W-N.
Very good. How did you do that?
I have no idea. There's two kinds. I don't know which one.
Oh, very good. I like that you knew there were two kinds. What's the other one? Where is that word? Did we lose it? Where's our other grown? Oh, there it is. That's right. What do we call those kinds of words? I love that you knew.
Homophones?
Homophones, very good. They're words that what?
Sounds like, but mean different things.
Exactly. And so you spelt grown, G-R-O-W-N. What does it mean?
Someone groaning about stuff?
Oh, remember, do you remember talking about it? If we take the end off, what word? Grow, which means what?
Someone's growing up.
Exactly, to get bigger. And so then the other grown, how do you spell it?
G-R-O-A-N.
Very good. And what does that one mean?
Someone's grown about something?
Yes, I think that you probably groan to your mother every morning when you have to come and meet me. Hurts my feelings. Very good. You did a very good job. Let's see. Let's do one more. Let's do a sneaky E word. Let's do a hard one. Are you ready? Phone.
F-H.
What's another way to make the F sound besides F?
I mean, P-H.
Very good.
O-N-E.
Very good, very good. Do you think sorting these words like this is helping you to recognize them and to spell them?
Kind of.
Kind of? Thinking about which ones are OA, which ones are OW, and which ones are vowel consonant E? I think it kind of does too. Very good. Okay, Cutter, I have our Reader's Theater piece that we read last week or started reading last week. Do you remember what it's titled?
Don't wake the mommy.
Don't Wake the Mummy. Do you remember what part you were last week?
Simon.
Simon.
And
what was our story about?
these two kids who accidentally woke up a mommy in a pyramid museum.
Very good. And what were those kids doing in the pyramid?
Getting a tour about what people did back then, what they had to do, and why they had to do it.
Okay. So who were they with?
A tour guide,
They're with a tour guide, and who else were they with?
their class, and the
Their class.
teacher,
Yeah, their teacher. Do you remember the teacher's name?
Miss.
Mrs. Crabwalk. Doesn't that just sound like a mean teacher? Does that make you think of anybody at our school? I think it does, you just don't want to say. Is it me? Okay, good, as long as it's not me. And so the two kids were on do you remember what they were on?
Field trip.
They were on a field trip, that's right, and they were getting to go to Egypt to a pyramid. Do you think we'll ever get to go to Egypt to a pyramid on one of our field trips?
Wait, they actually went to Egypt? I thought they were just going on a field trip
I think they were supposed to be in a real pyramid with a real mummy down there. They woke him up. What did you visualize whenever after they woke him up? Can you see that? Did you see that in your head as we were reading it? You didn't? Would you be scared? No, you wouldn't be scared at all.
It walks slow. You can even walk away from it.
Ah, so your mummy walks slow. I guess they do walk slow in the movies, don't they?
Yes, they walk like that.
Yeah. Okay, so you are picturing how the mummy walked.
If they woke up a mummy, they could just run away from it, and it would not be able to catch up to them.
Maybe so. I guess you're right. So how did the story end? What ended up happening to Simon and Amy?
They somehow got the mummy to go back to sleep.
To go back to sleep. And then what did they have to do in order to stay out of trouble?
Run back to their class.
Yeah, and what was Mrs. Crabwalk doing whenever?
Counting the children in her class.
Why?
So she wouldn't leave anyone behind.
Ah, did Amy and Simon make it back in the time to be
Yes.
counted? Yeah, they did. They did. How about if we start reading this a little bit? I'll be the narrator and you be the tour guide and Simon. Are you ready? Amy and Simon stand near the back of their class in the shadowy chambers of an Egyptian pyramid. Their school trip has brought them on a tour of the burial chamber of an ancient pharaoh.
To speak the name of the dead is to make them living again.
To make them live
again.
Simon, what are you doing? Pay attention.
Throughout the tune and specialize when we enter the burial chamber, we must refer to the mummy as the king or pharaoh. Is that understood?
Simon, I think you're missing important stuff. I read about this on the internet before we left for the trip. It's kind of a curse or something.
These hieroglyphs are strange, very strange.
Come along, children. Step lively. We're leaving the ritual shaft and heading toward the burial chamber. The students begin to file out of the room behind the tour guide.
I only need a few more minutes to figure out what it says.
Simon, we don't have a few more minutes. Everyone's leaving. Honestly, sometimes I think you actually want to get left behind, just so you can explore and figure more things out.
I've got it. Here that they put the mommy's brain through its... Wait. They pulled the mommy's brain out through its nose.
Yuck. No wonder the tour guide didn't include that in his speech. Everyone's almost gone. Keep up, kids. We don't want anyone getting lost. Amy and Simon duck into the line just before Mrs. Crabtree notices them lagging behind. The class goes up a wide flight of stairs, down a narrow corridor, and into another chamber.
Now here are some more pictures on the walls. Look, this